All right, we're now sitting at 8:08, and it's time to talk business. And for that, we welcome in via Skype our business editor, Mike Eppel. Hey, Mike, how was the weekend?
It was okay. They're not bad at all, actually, now that I think about it. And again, it's I don't know if anybody else is experiencing this. I think the weekends kind of quickly for some reason. Had a lot of projects that we were working on.
What?
Painting and doing all sorts of stuff in the house that we probably never would have done had we not been told to just stay home.
Okay, so we're going to need to pick up on that a little bit later in the show, because all I've heard from people that are self-isolating is that the time seems to drag on. So we're going to get you to share your secret at some point.
It depends what you do with it.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, now, we need to tackle some business because we've got a lot to talk about on this Monday. Oil, another drop.
Yes. You can... This was a remarkable comparison that I heard this morning, Sarah, because the Canadian price for oil is now below $4 a barrel U.S. It has dropped, obviously, to record lows. And even if you convert it into Canadian dollars, if you go and get a premium cup of coffee, you're pretty much at the equivalent. You know, a barrel of oil in Canadian funds is about the same as an expensive cup of coffee right now. I mean, it's just that right there is going to, I guess, have a larger, more outsized impact on the Canadian economy right now. You know, because it's a key component of our economy. We just can't get around that fact. So, I mean, that right there is again a troubling sign in the near term for economic destruction from the COVID-19 pandemic. And it's, you know, look at what's going on in the markets this morning. We've got the TSX down because the energy stocks are down. Wall Street's not off. It's having a pretty good start. You know, there were optimistic developments, I suppose, over the weekend regarding antivirals. You know, anything where people can kind of say, okay, X number of weeks from now, this is perhaps where we'll be. And that's kind of what traders are banking on at this point. Well, so it's a guess.
And we were just sharing some news out of Quebec that there is a biopharmaceutical company that is saying that they're working their way towards something, but again, not until the summer. So yes, it gives us something to look towards, but you know, it's still a ways off. Let's talk about Wednesday. That's a big day. It'll mark the first of the month.
Yeah.
Are you thinking people are going to have a hard time paying their rentals?
Indications would be yes, because you know, we're living paycheck to paycheck, and, you know, within a week of people being laid off, they were immediately looking for government assistance in some cases. I mean, the first time the jobless claims numbers spiked, right, by more than 1 million in very short order. So is there going to be a ripple effect from that? If you don't pay your rent, then the owner of the property can't pay the mortgage, and it just spirals. So, you know, that's, you know, and again, that's all about these government programs, whether it's employee assistance that the Trudeau government announced Friday. They're still working on the details. How fast can the checks get out? There's a lot of, you know, in the like I say, the next couple of weeks are really going to determine how quickly the economy can bounce back and maybe get a little bit more of a consistent projection of what to expect. Because again, right now it's probably still mid-game from that aspect, not necessarily the pandemic running its course.
Well, Mike, I have to say that we've been following that story that you mentioned about Walmart and their increase in sales when it comes to only tops. This is the first time in my 7 months of working with you that I've seen you without, at very least, a shirt. Never mind, no tie. Are we even putting on pants
It's casual
anymore?
Monday.
Or?
Casual Monday. Yes, I am wearing pants. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's casual Monday.
Okay,
Why
we'll take
not?
your word
I
for
mean,
it.
let's. You know what? Lighten it up where we can, honestly.
Exactly. All right, I'll see you at the same time tomorrow. Okay, Mike?
All right, talk then.
Yep, we can hear more of Mike Eppel on 660 News, but let's go ahead and take a look at the markets.
This portion of BT is brought to you by 660 News, Calgary's breaking news, weather, and traffic station.